And Giwi Uda win, they will move to the next stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that brilliant performances. Why should they project the final results of this runoff on stage, on the screen now? We want to call on the judges for the debates. We need them now for making they come up. Samuel and Sumana, who are the Director of Communications at Statistics Sierra Leone. We also call on Brahima Batilo Jane, the Eastern Region Coordinator for NASED. And of course, we call on Jenny Khan, Manager of Public Affairs and Tax Education at the National Revenue Authority. We want them take their seats now. And we also, so let's put up the results of the final rounds after the final rounds. So yes, we don't make the necessary correction and an error from our own part. Holy Rosary Secondary School gets 3 points. Sarah International Academy gets 5 points. So Holy Rosary and Sarah International Academy, now Sarah International Academy come third, Holy Rosary come fourth. So then they join the other two schools with an Anzaru and government, the government secondary school in Kenema here as well as the top 4 schools then where they come for the debate. So we want the debate participants then now from the following schools for making them come take their seats then now. The government senior secondary school, Kenema, on our debate participants, we want them now on stage. And Zaru, we want on our debate participants on stage. And then we want Holy Rosary on our debate participants and Sarah International Academy. So debate participants, we wait for una now for make una come. And all 3 of we judges them now, don't sit down. Quickly, before we judges them, take their notes there. Why should they wait for we participant and teachers them? Would they wait for una participant them for make them come on stage? Why should they wait? Let me give the rules of the debate. There are going to be topics where they are around census, around tax, around civic education, and then picking there go brilliantly debate then topic there. And that debate then are 2 rounds. Now 4 school they participate. The first round, 2 go head to head. The other round, 2 go head to head. The winner na ya and the winner na ya, and in the face of each other. And the 3rd round, winner the final round. So that is how it is organized. Head to head, like a semi-final, and then the winner from each of the clashes then clash together in the final. So government secondary school, Anzaru, Sarah International Academy, and HRSS will wait for una participants them now. So DJ give me some songs as we get the participants them now on stage. Thank you very much. So quickly, when I go towards the left-hand side of the stage, let me meet the organizers them. So when I go raffle, when I go do a raffle on whether they go first, whether they go second, etc., etc.
Gosh, on the hit maker.
Oh, na na na. Only making machines. This lady depend me. Heavy rain on the building.
Question 6.
Question number 6. What is the name of the current district council chairperson of Moyamba?
Mr. Joseph Benedict Bongba is the council chairman.
Correct.
This particular initiative by the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, I think now they move in the right direction.
The tax is very much important, and as citizens of Sierra Leone, I'm advising you to take the tax payment very seriously and paramountly.
And then paying tax is also important in the society in terms of the road safety.
Because when we take the tax payment very seriously, we will able to establish and make Sierra Leone a greater and better nation tomorrow for the future.
And law introduce so they really give them knowledge or for let them know which and which in the occur Sierra Leone.
They make this particular day one purposely for the picking them. But even we, the stakeholders, they will come and attend the program. Don't can benefit a lot, don't can learn a lot.
The taxpayer education. So me, I'm glad it's today where minister don't make the school picking them brilliant. When I don't join we taxpayer education.
A good citizen, where you say you like your country, not of an act chest. Now action, not so. When I can say the country not get money, just no more say how the country they get money. Now me and you they pay with taxes for law get money. So turn to your company, say pay your tax.
If you know be education, I'll be for the able. If you know be education, I'll miss my mushrooms.
Get kissed them, but Mpox. And Salon Chef don't get Mpox kissed them now. Well, we for tell you, Joe.
Wait, make I tell you about Mpox. Mpox na sick where they make person get spoke kuku all over na in body. And it they make person in body they warm. Mpox can affect anybody, be you big person or picky safe.
That's not true. So, if you know person will get boku kokona in body and in body warm, it get fever, it get headache, muscle pain, back pain, low energy. Now this if I do. No mix or sleep with other people. No eat or change cup with other people. Now for call 117 or go to the hospital where they near you. So me fumble them. Anytime where you see or you say person get boku kokona in body and in body warm. Now for call 117 or go to the hospital where they near you. No say 117 call na free. Yourself when not get the cocoa na your body and your body no warm. If they wash you hand fast with soap and clean water or you use sanitizer with at least 75% alcohol panam. This message they come out from the Well Body Ministry, Sierra Leone National Public Health Agency and them partner them with support from
the heat maker.
Mpox again. Now it's in this. Mpox don't bust out na the 101 Africa country.
The debate can start now with judges and sets, and as well with participants and sets. So here we get let we hear from the participant and let them introduce themselves. Yes, go on.
Tom Dakwelo from the Great Holy Rosary Senior Secondary School.
A big round of applause. Yes.
Kefala Momo of the Great Syria International Academy.
Okay, Kefala Momo from Syria International Academy. A big round of applause for Kefala, please. So, and yes.
Mohamed Ali Yusuf from the Great Ansari Islamic Secondary School, Kenema.
Mohamed Ali Yusuf from Ansari Islamic Secondary School. Please, a big round of applause. Yes.
Boyawa John Dile from the Government Secondary School, Kenema.
All right, John Dele from Government Secondary School, Kenema. So this is the debate now. So there are, like I said, now 3 rounds we get. This set that they go head to head against each other. We'll give them topic. Who are they for? Who are they pound? Who are they for? And who are they against? Now you they for. Now you they against. They argue. Each participant gets 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So on that 3 minutes day, we judges and get the score sheets. How then they grade? You get 3 minutes, you make your arguments. You get 3 minutes, you make your arguments. When we done, we come now. 3 minutes in making your arguments for their own topic. 3 minutes in making your arguments. The winner naya, they face the winner naya. We understand? The winner naya and the winner naya. Now they do the final round when I in the final. We understand. The two then go against each other. Then two then go against each other. One person win naya, they go final. One person win and they go final. Then the final, they face each other. So that's it. Let's put the question on the stage, on the board for our group. Group 1, Holy Rosary Secondary School versus Syria International Academy. This is your topic. Citizens' participation and the national population and housing census should be mandatory. You can argue in Creole if you want. Citizen participation pan the census if for be by force. Which point you dey for or against? So you dey argue for, you dey argue against. The topic now, citizen participation pan census if for be compulsory, for be by force. One person they argue for, and Zaru International Academy sorry they argue against. So please watch the timer now the screen. Will they set the time now? Judges, sorry the time now 2 minutes instead of 3. Now the final round at 3 minutes. So please, as you argue, watch the screen because now the timer there and the judges then they go. I will read the question one more time. Citizen participation and the national census if for be by force. Holy Rosary they argue for. Sarah International they argue against. Now the topic that day. Citizen participation and census for be by force. Holy Rosary they argue for. International Academy, Sarah International Academy they argue against. So after 5, we dey start. So 1. So judges, are we ready? Okay, so judges, they want to forget the names. Let me just give you the names. Holy Rosary, we get Thomida Koilo. Holy Rosary Secondary School, Thomida Koilo. Yes, Thomida, MDA, Thomda, Koilo, and then you get Sarah International Academy represented by Momo Kaifala.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please, I want the question to be on the screen so that I can write it.
Okay, let's put the question on the screen, please. So as she gets prepared, the judges are trying to get all of their ducks in row. Please, let's put the question on screen. We need to put the question on screen. Enlarge it, please. Let's enlarge the question, yes. Once the debate starts, please, participants, as the debate starts, as soon as they argue, una watch yonder, now they una time it, now that screen, we put the 2 minutes and we do the countdown. And let we listen to the picking them very carefully as they put their arguments. So HRSS they argue for, say yes, census by force, you for participate as citizen. Sarah International Academy they argue against, say no. Not for be by force. So that's the argument and 9 they can't make now. So judges, are we ready? Once you give us the go ahead, we start. Okay, so Thomida, you have the mic?
Tomda, sir. Tomda.
Tomda, okay, sorry. Tomda, go on. We are putting the time up now. So we are putting up the timer now on the screen.
Should I sit here?
Once the timer goes up, I tell you to start, you start. Time starts now. Let's go.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, honorable ministers, honorable judges, esteemed teachers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand on Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, honorable ministers, honorable judges, esteemed guests, and my fellow participants. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this momentous debate competition. Today we are gathered here to engage in a spirited discussion, showcasing our critical thinking and argumentative skills. We are honored to have you, Mr. President, witnessing the event, and we look forward to a lively exchange of ideas that inspire and enlighten us all. Standing here before this auspicious gathering is I, Tom Dakwelo, a student from the Holy Roses Senior Secondary School, debating on the topic which says, citizen participation in national housing, population and housing census should be moderatory, for which I am for the motion. Before going further, Mr. Chairman, I may like to define the following terms. Population and housing census. A population and housing census is a massive undertaking or crucial for national planning, resource allocation, and policy making. Mr. Chairman, the reason why I said that population and housing census should be enforced is because of the following points. 1, to know the amount of people in the country. 2, to avoid citizens that are not part of the country to undermine the citizen in the country. Mr. Chairman, I want to give an example of my first point, which is to know the population of the country. Let's take, for example, an international fund comes to the country, and the government of a foreign country asks that the president of the country give the...
Time up. A big round of applause. Okay. Sierra International Academy. Let's go. Time starts now.
Mr. Chairman, honorable ministers, traditional leaders, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, fellow students, I want to say good afternoon to you all. I am Kaifala Momo from the Great Syria International Academy. We are all gathered here today to speak of a topic that population housing census is not to be compelled on citizens. As I'm against the motion, I want to highlight some key reasons why population and housing census should not be enforced on citizens. Some of these reasons are, it is expensive. As we all know that the financial constraint in Sierra Leone is getting to a peak that citizens cannot able to fight against it. So if this population and housing census is enforced on citizens, this can lead to poverty. So the second reason is that it leads to poverty and reduce the educational participation in the country. This housing census can reduce the educational participants in the country because the number of people rated in the census housing can reduce to the educational participation because parents will think that instead of them sending their children to school, they will prefer pay the housing census. So with this point, I hope, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, you all have started agreeing with me that the population and housing census should not be compelled on citizens. Once more, I am Kaifala Momo, the great pupils of the Syria International Academy.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kaifala. Our judges are carefully putting the score together for this round, but whilst they are putting score together for this round, for this set of debaters, I'm now going to read the debate question for our second group. Our second group here, we have Mohammed Aliyu Saw from Ansaru Islamic Secondary School. Mohammed Ali Saw, representing Ansaru Islamic Secondary School. He is going head to head with Government Secondary School represented by Bomayawa John Dele. Boyawa John Dele. Okay, delay. All right, I'm sorry for that. So this is your question. By the way, who is for, who balloted for, and who balloted against? You balloted for, you balloted against. This is your question. Sierra Leone needs a new constitution. This is the topic. So Government Secondary School go to argue, say, yes, Salone need new constitution. And Zaru go to argue, no, Salone don't need a new constitution. So that is the topic. So once we judges then give we green lights, we can go. But just take the mic, introduce yourself, please, so the judges could clearly write out your names as they grade you. Yes, sir.
Boyawa John Dile from the Government Secondary School.
Please, one after the other. Yes.
Boyawa John Dile.
Boyawa John Gele. Let me just take your tag. Whilst we write it out, just to spell it correct. And we have with us Mohammed Ali Saw as well. So start putting your points together. Start putting your points together. I'm sorry, we cannot have phones whilst we are doing this, please. We cannot have mobile phones.
Yes, sir. But this guy has a phone.
I'm sorry, we cannot have mobile phones. Please. Are you ready? Judges? Yes. Okay. So please, my participants, when I go to look at this screen, and they on a time day, on a 2 minutes, on a see them, and with the time they done, on a self was done at the see at the big screen as well. So once you give me the green light, we go. Boyawa is arguing. Please, let's put up the question again on the screen. Let's put the question again on the screen. Salone need a new constitution. Boyawa, they argue for, and we get Saw, they argue against. So, judges. So, Mr. Saw, we start with you, against. Time starts now. Pay attention to the screen.
Firstly, I would like to recognize the presence of the Information and Civic Education Minister, Mr. Chernoba, the conference of the principal in Sierra Leone, Principal Mansare, teachers from different schools, colleagues from various schools. Standing here, I am Mohammed Aliuso from the Great Ansaru Islamic Secondary School. I'm here to go against the motions which says Sierra Leone should not have constitutional review. Yes, in those days, when the government has put down a law, no one can change it. But now, because of constitutional review, everyone now can put down their own law. Because in those days, the government's laws is permanent. When they have put it down, no one can change it. Nowadays, too much of government ministers are now changing the laws because of lack of good government. So constitutional review is not good nowadays. Mr. George, I know I have convinced you. So I know you will agree with me that constitutional review should not change nowadays. Thank you all. Once more, I am Mohammed Aliuso.
Thank you very much to Mr. Saw. He did his argument with 46 seconds to spare. Let's now go to Government Secondary School, Kenema.
The chairperson, panelists of incorruptible judges, dignitaries, traditional leaders, standing on all existing protocols, is I, Boyawa John Dile, representing the Government Secondary School, speaking explicitly to affirm the motion, which says Sierra Leone needs a new constitution. To start with, I would like to define the key term in this topic, constitution. When we talk of the constitution, this is the law that is guiding the particular country, and it's being set by the Supreme Court. Well, however, Sierra Leone needs a new constitution because of the following reason. Firstly, we all can see that the previous constitution is not aiding at all. If it was aiding, then we can see that the poverty rate and all other on infrastructures and all other on development should have been well recognized, and they should have been well administrated and solved. But however, I'm arguing on the fact that Sierra Leone needs a new constitution. Mr. Chairman, but I may like to make some efficient rebuttals. It's like my opponent do not even know what we are arguing for. He's trying to talk of constitutional review, which is quite different from the word constitution. However, I want you to note that Sierra Leone needs a new constitution because the previous constitution does not work in human rights. It, however, violates human rights. But building a new constitution will help us to at least go in line with the rights of the citizen, and will help us to promote civic education and also help us to stabilize the economy of the country. I want you to know that if possible that the previous constitution has been helping, we will not be here today. But because the previous constitution is not helping at all, that is why we are still lacking some basic amenities. So therefore, I'm calling on all of you here to join me as we affirm the motion that Sierra Leone needs a new constitution. I hope that with all the points highlighted, I know that I'll be able to convince you all that Sierra Leone needs a new constitution. I thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have heard from Government Secondary School, and we've heard from Anzaru Islamic Secondary School. We've also heard from Sarah International Academy, and we also don't hear it from Holy Rosary School. They all let them make them points them for the different topics that we then get. So we they give few minutes to we judges as they put the results together. Let us not forget the format again. Then two they are and one person get for win. Then two they are and one person get for win. The winner and the winner they go head to head, and we final round winner the final for determine the winner of this debate. So let's have some music, and we'll be back after a few minutes.
Oh salon, Unai, BMD, Bigadino again. My brother so salon.
Welcome back.
Now so we.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. A lot of calculation going on behind the scene, but finally, we judges are done ready for give them verdicts on the two rounds one I don't see from Group A and Group B. So we can forget one winner from here and one winner from here, and then two go head to head. So I now hand over the mic to one of the judges who represents all three of them, and Sumana. So go on.
Thank you very much. First, one for comment all the participants there. You know, we feel like they try for do justice to the topic. You know, so the fact says say they come up here for can debate, not something we easy. You know, we've been the go school, we've been the debate, and it's difficult for sit down or tin up and talk to people. So one for comment them all. So we assess them based on the criteria where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education give we. Then give we the first one when I've been presentation and delivery, then they go for 5 marks. And of course, presentation and delivery, just for clarifying, we all understand. They look at your clarity of speech, how you able for talk clearly, the pace at which you talk, your body language as you talk, your eye contact, and also your confidence. You know, now your presentation and delivery they talk about. Your content and argument they talk about. Again, your clarity, the flow, are you they actually able to put your points and your ideas across, the depth, how you understand the topic, and then how original, you know, the topic be and as you they argue.
Then you evidence and examples. Also, they talk about the credibility, the relevance, and the clarity. There also the engagement with opposition. You know, how you're able to show respect to the opposition, how the kind of confidence you get as well. Then the audience connection, how you're able to connect with the audience, whether they clap for you, how then they relate with you, and all of that. So at the end of the debate, we get for the first debate, we now being between Tomda and Momo Kelfala. Tomda of Oliozi and Momo Kelfala of Sierra International. At the end, Tomda, for all the three judges, get a total point of 40, or a total score of 40. And Momo Kelfala, for all the three judges, get a total point of 67. So Momo Kelfala qualified to the next round. For the next debates between the two other schools, we been get Saw, yes, Mohammed Ali Saw from Ansari Islamic Secondary School, and we also been get Boyawa John Dele from Government Secondary School, Kenema. So at the end, and the three scores combined for all the three judges, Mohammed Ali Saw get a total score of 38 points, and Boyawa John Delay of Government Secondary School, Kenema, get a total score of 65 points. So Boyawa qualified to the next round. So Boyawa and Momo Kelfala and they make it to the next round.
Thank you very much. So we judges them. Let's give a big round of applause as well to the one and winner make them. Thank you very much to Holy Rosary. Thank you very much to Anzaru for their participation. Then go left win now, and now they can do the final round, win at the final, head to head. So please join me on this end. So Sarah International Academy versus Government Secondary School, Kenema. And we raise the time up now to 3 minutes for this particular topic. So let me just announce the topic now. Put it on screen for us. Corruption in school administration is a major barrier to quality education in Sierra Leone. Corruption in school administration is a major barrier to quality education in Sierra Leone. One parent school there, Government Secondary School, and Sarah International Academy, one day for do for, one day for do against. This are the ballots. One day for, one day against. Who they can't put on now and they can't take. So we go know who are they for, who are they against. So please, wanna take. So we get Government Secondary School Day 4, and then we get Sarah International Academy Day against. Corruption in school administration is a major barrier to quality education na Salone. Government Secondary School, na then Day 4, Sarah International Academy Day against. So we they give them 2 minutes, let them pen down some of them, points them. And then after that 2 minutes, we come straight in. Don't forget your delivery time na 3 minutes. Again for them at the screen, the small screen, as they argue now for the watch arm. So judges, so Government Secondary School. So let's just get some sound. In 2 minutes, we'll start. This is not final line. Could they give them 2 minutes? Let them just put their thoughts together. The arguments, let them just go to put them down together. And then we'll start in 1 minute now, actually. So the time now 3 minutes. Una get for talk for instead of 2, because this is the final. So let me just remind everybody of the topic again. So why should they listen? Una self go know how it go. Corruption in school administration is a major barrier to quality education in Sierra Leone. So we are ready to go now. Please put the timer up on the screen, and we'll start with Government Secondary School Kenema. Put the timer up on the screen. Judges, set, go.
The chairperson, panelists of incorruptible judges, dignitaries, traditional leaders, standing on all executive protocols is I, Boyawa John Dile, representing the government secondary school. Speaking explicitly to affirm the motion which says corruption in school administration is a major barrier to quality education in Sierra Leone. Firstly, I may like to define the key terms in this motion, which is corruption. Corruption is using public power for personal gain. Another is school administration. Of course, we all know that school administration is the body that governs the school. So, Mr. Chairman and everyone present here, I want you to know that if any such practices like corruption are being practiced in a school administration, it leads to barriers and can affect the school's growth greatly. Well, I've got enough points for this reason. One of which is, when the school administration do engage in corruption activities like from students for grades, it will actually reduce or undermine the educational system. It will undermine the integrity of the educational system, which may lead to a downfall and a barrier in the quality education. Because if children are unable to study and acquire good grades on their own, it will be impossible for the free quality education to progress. Instead, it only retrogresses. My second point here is school administration embezzles the money. If school administration engage in practices like embezzling the subsidies sent by the government, it undermines the infrastructure of the school, which may affect the school's growth greatly. Of course, we all know that the school needs subsidies greatly, especially for schools that lack labs facility and have unpin-coded teachers. The school's subsidies, however, help them so that they can pay these unpin-coded teachers and also help to build the school's infrastructure. But however, if the school administration engage in corruption, it may undermine the quality education that was presented by HE the President, retired Brigadier Julius Malabiu. Even though my opponent is going to argue bitterly that school administration may not involve in corruption, but I'm saying that corruption undermines every other system, not only the educational system. So with all the points I highlighted, I know that I've been able to convince you all that corruption in school administration creates a big barrier in the quality education in Sierra Leone. I thank you all for your undivided attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's reset the time. Sierra International Academy. We are going to reset the time now to 3 minutes as well. So Sierra International Academy, go. It's on.
Mr. Chairman, respected judges, ladies and gentlemen, honorable leaders, traditional rulers, brothers and sisters from the same academic struggles, staffs all present here, principals, I want to say good afternoon again, as I am Momo Keifala from the Great Syria International Academy. I am here to go against the motion that corruption in school administration makes a barrier to the education in the country. As we all know, corruption undermines any institution. Noted? What I hear my colleagues saying that collecting money from pupils in school can lay barrier to the free and quality school education, in which I disagree with that, because even students should be responsible to pay whatsoever they have for the improvement of the school administration. So in that light, I want to say collecting money from students does not lay any barrier to the advancement of school education. And also, I hear my colleagues saying that subsidies are not paid to teachers is also undermining the barrier of school administration. These subsidies issues should not be granted, and it's not a corruption that undermines school barriers, because teachers should be willing and should serve as rulers in the school, that even though without them being paid, they should teach the students with wholeheartedly for promote better learning institution in the country. I want to argue about my colleague's statement that all his points highlighted is wrong, and I'm against it that collecting all fees from students does not undermine any educational barrier in school administration. In fact, the corruption highlighted in school is not too much increase that should lead to a barrier in administrative sense, because students are not up to that height that their corruption will lead barrier to administration. Only the government needs to comply to the administrative members in the school and also help speak to students for a better learning institution in our country. So the respected judges, I hope with this point highlight, I know you support the motion or you are against the motion that collecting corruption in school does not lay barrier to any educative sense. I thank you all, as I am Kaifala Momo from Syria International Academy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We don't, please have your seats. We don't hear very, very solid arguments from both candidates representing Sarah International Academy and Government Secondary School. One of the reasons why the debate stands, let's tell you the prizes there now. The school where they win, the winner, they take home a cash prize of 1,500 leones. And of course, they take home books, customized scientific calculator, and certificates. And in school as well, they take home 2,000 leones in cash. A big round of applause. Of course, the school will go can second. The candidates will go can second, go get 1,000 leones in cash prize. And of course, customized items in books, calculators, and certificates as well. For the debate, we don't conclude. The winner, they get 1,500 in cash. For the second person, the second runner-up, 1,200 leones in cash. For the third person in that quiz competition will be get earlier on today, they carry home 1,000 leones in cash. And the school will win the quiz competition, then they carry home 2,000 leones in cash. Of course, all of these plus different things like book, geometry sets, certificates for the Pekin themselves will participate. So a big round of applause. We get a short break. As we have this break now, we judges and the collates, the scores, and they get for can give the final grades. So they get music and the certificates there now, and the other prizes. We have put them together now. They are all ready. So some of them will also be presented by some of the dignitaries in this room here this afternoon. So
we almost come to the end, but make a give a quick announcement. Then we get for now. We know say plenty people now the lunch time. We know, but we are sure to say we get enough for everybody. And so for sake of that, the VIP then chief them, the ministers and the CA, they go na CA in office. They get on lunch. The VIP, That we mean the chief, the honorable MP, the ministers where they here, una they go na the CA in office. Then the student them, then say una they go later at the back, their gallery upside, and say na they get una service. Then the staff of Moise, unu self side for una na the gallery, and the media and CSO, same so unu they upstairs, up na the gallery, na they get una services. So on that we go come back to unu as we get the announcement. Them we now get a quick advert. But remember, say tomorrow, now a very big day, now here for Kenema, where His Excellency the President himself go down at the stage here, and people go get opportunities for ask questions. When they talk about development, when they talk about agriculture, when they talk about the big five, employment, etc. All them pillars that they will talk about. 2 years now, it on the in office, they can't tell we waiting able for achieve, and self get chance for ask them questions. There, if we look from the posters who put around, we get side where you send you question, because not everybody go able to ask question now, yeah. But you can send it electronically through the link. Then we go look at the questions and read them now, yeah. Same way, so we get other people them way. We go use interview for them. Now them village we not get phone for let get access, but then self go get opportunity for ask the president. I think this could be the first time where a sitting president they come face to face with him people them. They can't sit down. He tell you now what you don't do. You get chance for ask them. So tomorrow na a very big day na Kenema na ya.
For talk to the presidency. Talk to the ministers one-on-one and ask them questions about the buying vision. We already elect her, Chairman. We already elect His Excellency, waiting at the status of governance. We'll get the opportunity. People there will go ask questions. People there they don't say their question now. Where the president said, they look at how for answer that one. It is going to be a unique opportunity for the Kenema people for sit with the presidency. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock sharp, the program will start proper. When I know say when presidency don't enter, nobody know they enter again. And I will not take her as black man term. Yeah? My minister are very conscious of time. And especially when we expect the presidency for the around. If we say 1 o'clock, it will start 1 o'clock. So tomorrow, we expect to now all for come and now we get the opportunity for share a moment with the people them who don't entrust governance and hand. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is the opportunity we will get for listening to people, ask them questions. Especially the presidency will elect. Thank you very much. 1 o'clock sharp, the program will start.
Okay, so finally we can get the results now for the debates. So we get Sarah International Academy. We go head to head with Government Secondary School Kenema. So I hand over now to Samuel and Sumana. We one of the judges them, they don't put the numbers them together. So we go. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. So, you know, during the time where I be to go school, I've been involved and play the debate competition. And when you get a debate competition where even the judges not able to agree, it tell you say the debate really, really tight, the competition really tight. So even within I go tell you say 2 people they agree for 1 person, the other person feels say that the other person win. So that for 10 how tight be. So I'm pretty sure this result, we all could debate them. Go there on one side, the other people and go there on the other side. But at the end of the day, wait till we come out and agree on now the scores. Where we total scores, very, very tight. One point difference between the two people. Just 1 point. We'll total everybody score for all the two debaters. Just 1 point difference. So the topic now being corruption in administration is a major barrier to quality education. Before I give you the results, I want to say this. In debate, it is not about the right argument. Right? It's not about you being right. Let's put it with you being right. It's about how you argue right. Somebody can argue against a motion where generally we all know say not correct, but he argue them rightly. That's the thing. So somebody can say, you can't argue for example in this case, corruption in school administration is a barrier to quality education. I'm pretty sure generally we all go say, yes, it is correct. But then somebody can argue and say no. Now correct thing say corruption na a major barrier, but then XYZ can be other major barriers other than just corruption. So how much I do, ladies and gentlemen, very tough. My two colleagues that I have, Jenny Khan from NRA and Brahima Batilo Jane from NASED, plus the scores that we get. Boyawa John Delay from the Government Secondary School, Kenema, and Momo Kelfala from the Sierra International School. We please for announcing on 70 points, 71 points is Momo Jane, 71 points. Momo Kelfala got 71 points. Boyawa John Dile, 70 points. So, by the powers vested in me, as the returning judge for all the judges here, we want to declare Momo of the International Secondary School as the winner for this debate.
Okay. There you have it. Thank you very much. So, hello. So we don't get we winner them by the debate. We get we winner them by the quiz. So now una take una seats. We now they call on we PCMP for let's join we on stage for the presentation of prizes for the quiz. So the quiz, everybody will participate, they get certificates. So we start with certificate of participation for the quiz, and after that